Good evening. So we have Baruch Hashem. Thank you for joining us here in our community, small city, small community. And we're so happy when the Talmidei Chachamim coming from around the world, especially Lakewood, Ir HaKodesh. They come, Baruch Hashem. Then Hasidim coming. And then it's a big chizuk for us. Big chizuk for us. And באמת chizuk, personally chizuk for me and for the Keilah. So, we in America, that's why he teaches us to speak English in America, no Hebrew. With some exception. So we have
just for Yiddish.
Bissel Yiddish. We have a Rabbi wrote here for us. Bechavod, Rabbi.
Okay, just Kvei the Rav. The Rav said it's covered for him, but the emes it's really I have to say that it's such a good feeling to come from far away. You come to a city, small city. You called it a small city. It's a small city, maybe on the map. The Chafetz Chaim once said, on the map it's small, but he pointed out all the places that the Yidden learning have a minyan that live there and they come to shul. Anyway, there's a minyan of Yidden learning Torah that's in Shemayim. It's very big. In Shemayim, he said there's another map in Shemayim. Over there, he said Lakewood is tremendous. Myrtle Beach, is big in Shemayim is very big because there's a makom that people come every day. They hear the Torah, they daven. So it's small on the map, but it's in Shemayim it's big, and it's a really good feeling to come and to have a nice shul to daven and people come and they daven and have the rav that says the Torah. It's a beautiful thing. Shkoyach. I just want to say small thoughts on the parsha starts with these words: V'hoya ekev tishmon. V'hoya, it will be ekev tishmon. If you will listen to simply it means if in the Ramban says it means because if you will listen to the what I tell you to the mitzvahs, then you'll be zeichet to have a lot of schar. Then it's going to be good for you. But there are many different types, and there was different pirushim that were said in these words. So I'm going to share another maybe two pirushim. One shot is v'hoya ekev. Ekev means, like we said yesterday, a heel. It's a remez on a nova. On the midah of a nova. A nova means a person who doesn't make big of himself. He has a midah of shiftless, like an akev. It's on the bottom, it's lowly. V'hoya akev, if somebody will have in him the midah of a nova, then tishmaon. Then he'll hear the word of Hashem. A person can open a chumash, open a gemara and learn it, but he doesn't really hear the word of it. He thinks he hears it, but he doesn't penetrate. And if a person thinks he understands and he says, "Yeah, I know how to learn," and he approaches the learning not with the right anova, then he's not zeichet to really hear the Torah. If a person wants to be zeichet to hear the Torah properly, there has to be anova. V'hoya ekev, if you will have the midah of ekev of anova, then tishmon, then you're really going to hear, then you're going to understand. Like Chazal say, the Torah is compared to water. When you spill water, or when it rains, we know the water keeps going lower. It accumulates on the bottom. The Torah comes down. Somebody who's on the bottom, who's an anov, he has the Torah. Somebody who thinks he's very big and he understands everything, so he's somewhere on top of a mountain, the Torah is not by him, it drips off and he doesn't have it. So, v'hoya ekev tishmon, if you'll have the anova, then you'll be zeichet to hear the Torah. That's one taich. And I wanted to share another taich, a beautiful taich. V'hoya ekev, Hashem says, v'hoya ekev lashon ikvasa, the end of days. You know, ikvasa the Mashiach means the end of time. V'hoya ekev will come the end of time, tishmon, then you'll be zeichet, then you're going to hear what I'm trying to tell you. I'll explain it with a mashal. The Ramchal says this mashal. Let's say a mashal, there was a father that has a son, and he loves the son very much, and he raises the son, and then the son gets a little older, and as we know, the world presents many different nisyonos, and the son starts having all types of thoughts. Maybe I should do this, I should run after this pleasure and run after that, even though it's not the way I was raised. And his father tells him, "My son, I'm older than you, I've lived more years than you, and I'm telling you now that you take this path, it looks exciting, but the end is not a good end. If you take the path I tell you, it may not look exciting now, but I promise you that this path will be the right, you'll end up at the end, you'll see this path will be the path of pleasure ultimately, even though you don't see it now." So you can have a son that says, "Listen, I don't understand, but I'm going to accept what my father says." And he goes, then he's zeicha, then he sees it. We could have a son that he says, I think I know better. My father tells, but I understand better. I look at the world. My father's old. He doesn't know what's going on. I see the world, and I know I understand better than him. And I know there's more pleasure here, and he doesn't listen. So what happens? He goes, the world is open, Hashem gives Bechira, and he has a choice. And in the beginning, he takes his path, and it looks good, and he's having a good time. But as time goes on, he starts feeling empty. He doesn't really understand. I must have not gone the right path. Let's try another one, try another pleasure. And he goes to another pleasure. And all his life, he's chasing another pleasure, and he's trying something else, and he keeps doing it, and he gets it, and he feels that this must have not been it. It must be another pleasure that they're saying. That I heard another pleasure, let's try that. And he keeps going until this man, at the end of his life, he's already an older person, and he thinks to himself, he looks back and he says, I tried everything. I tried this, and I tried that, and I tried that. And now I see with my eyes what my father told me. When he told it to me, I didn't believe him. But I tried it, and I've been there. And now I see now I understand, by experiencing, by going through the whole life, and experiencing all my falling, all the trying and seeing there's nothing there. Now I can say it clearly that I understand my father was right. What he told me was right. If I would have taken that path, that would have been the path to pleasure. And sometimes he's lucky, he still has a choice, he could do tshuva and still reach it. Hashem tells Klal Yisrael, "V'hoya, I tell you again and again this Torah, and this is the path of life. Choose Torah and do the mitzvahs, and you do this path. You'll have at the end it'll be good. You'll have pleasure." But there are many things that pull people away. People think that there's something else better, and it's hard. Some people feel it, and some people say, "No, we understand better." So Hashem says, "Fine, I'm going to let you. You're going to go through life, and not just one person. Generations of generations are going to go more and more and more till the end of days. The end of days, Klal Yisrael is going to see they already went through everything. He tried everything, and then it's going to be clear to Klal Yisrael. There's no other way. Now they're going to be realized clearly that the only true path, the only proper path is what Hashem gave us, the Torah mitzvahs. That's where ultimately a person is matzliach. That's where his pleasure is. Even in this world, we're not talking about the Olam Haba. Even Olam Hazeh, this world is pleasure. There's a Shabbos table when you have the family around and sings miras and all the beautiful things that Hashem gave us. Those things really have pleasure. And at the end, V'hoya Ekev Hashem, V'hoya Ekev, at the end of days, Tishmon, then you're going to hear what I was telling you. Then you're all going to understand that this was the proper path that I set you on. We should be all zeicha, we should be zeicha to taste the beauty of what Hashem gave us. This Yom Tovim, Shabbosim, a beautiful davening, a nice shul to come to be together, to hear the Torah. There's so much beauty. We should be zeicha to taste the beauty and to appreciate it. And we should go on the right path and zeicha to serve Hashem properly.
אמן, חזק וברוך, תנקו, יישר כוח גדול, בי מצליח בדבר השם, נגדיל תורו לדירה.
Amen.